Alex, let's start with this. You're a good swimmer and look terrific in the water. Still, there are gains to be made. Try entering the water with your hands directly in front of the shoulders rather than at the center line of your head. Then they can just pull straight back, and that will give you the greatest propulsion rather than swerving them through the water and losing your purchase on it. Once you have a hold of the water, you need to keep it for as long as you can. So turning your hands to let them slice easily out of the water with your little finger first as you finish the stroke is a big no-no. Keep pushing the water back to your toes with a little thrust at the end as though you were throwing a stone at your feet. You need to have your fingers pointing to the ocean floor throughout the stroke. Take a look at this picture of some great swimmers. This is the maximum rotation they are allowed. When you are breathing, you rotate around way more than that. Your body stays more level in the water when you breathe on both sides, so we need you to make the effort. Don't forget your head creates a little bow wave, so you don't need to turn much more than one eye out of the water at a time to breathe. Two eyes out are too much. Your head position as you swim is so important for your body alignment. Make sure that you are looking directly across the top of the water, not backwards. I repeat, not backwards, and not forwards, unless you are really putting your head up out of the sea to check your bearings. Now, your kick is working away nicely, but when you turn your head too far to breathe, you can see your kick kicks out to the side to balance you out. So bilateral breathing is part of the answer to staying level in the water. One more big thing with your head is to make sure that you are looking straight down rather than looking ahead underwater. It's easier to hold your hips up when you are looking at the ocean floor. When you tilt your head up to look forward, your hips drop down. Now, there's a lot to process there and it will take time to change. But probably the area we can make the biggest difference is with your catch. You need to get hold of the water as soon as you can and as close to the surface of the water as you can. And you need to do it in a position that allows you to pull absolute loads of water back to your feet so your body can move forward as fast as possible. Take a look at what you do. You place your hands in the water. You stretch them out and then you let your elbow drop and basically push against the water like you're making a stop signal before you start pulling it back to your feet. This is where I think your catch becomes effective. It's way too deep. You need to be effective close to the top of the water with your elbow cocked above your wrist from the start. Take a look at this picture of the way your arms should look as you catch the water. What you are doing is pushing down on the water to balance your body. This slows you down, so then you bend your leg to do a big bent leg kick to fire everything up again. Problem is that bent leg kick pulls you backwards as well. So what you need to do is engage your core, fire up your glutes, keep more level in the water, turn your head less to breathe as you change over to bilateral breathing. Enter the water in front of your shoulders, catch the water near the surface with your elbow cocked above your wrist and keep the fingers pointing straight to the floor throughout the stroke. And then pull it straight back past your hips as far as you can without slicing your hand or relaxing your elbow to make it easier to exit the water when you are tired. When you feel your head looking forward underwater or looking backwards when you breathe or up at the sky because you've turned around too far, just say, Alex, look straight down and then across the water to breathe with only one eye out, core engaged, glutes on, stable in the water, breathing out underwater and breathing in on both sides, hands entering in front of the shoulder for an early catch. Keep your elbow cocked and pull as hard as you can, with my fingers pointing down and my palms facing towards my feet. Look straight down, one eye out to breathe, core on, glutes firing, until it becomes your mantra.